Here we go with the sounds of summer again. It's like 90-something degrees today, so we got the AC running. This is the main zone, and of course that's for the upstairs. I got a little more information. I found out that these, of course, being Rheems, they do have the Copeland scroll compressors in them. And I forget the model offhand, but I know that this is a 4-ton and this is a 2-ton. And I also found out I'm not allowed to own them because they're actually made in USA. I don't know the exact install date on them. It was probably 2002, 3, or 4, somewhere in there. And here we are in 2013. They're both going nice and strong. A couple years ago, I had a guy come in. He changed the contactors in them, even though there was really nothing wrong with them. He just does it as preventative maintenance. And I had him just hook his gauges up. He said that this one was doing fine. This one was a tiny, tiny drop low, so he just charged that back up. It's been working flawlessly since, and I got nothing but good things to say. So that's the deal with these ACs. These ACs are just sitting here. First of all, this is my old GE washer that you can review the old videos about. But it died, and if you look, I took the control panel off, and I have the circuit board sitting here, and I took out the fill valve, I took out the water level sensing valve, I took out the drain pump motor and its associated hoses and that, but I didn't move the machine out. I'm going to chop the power cord off, just save that, and I'm also going to take the drain hose for what it's worth. But again, back to the ACs. This is the one that I used, that I lent to my friend. I have the front cover to it. I just haven't put it back on because it doesn't really stay nicely. What's nice about this is it does pull out of this sleeve or chassis, if you will. There's a couple of screws, although they are rusty now, but whatever. And I can pull that out and find out why the fan is rubbing on it. I think the case is warped. I mean, it kind of looks it and whatever. This one works, not great. This is the one that I hooked up to the generator in my other video there. And the other day, I actually decided to just throw it in the dining room and let it run for like 4 hours. And it ran, and it was putting out about 60 degrees, and it was like 90 something, so I guess it was doing all right. Didn't seem terribly happy. It seems to be made in China equipment, and wasn't really the greatest. The top part, as I showed when I first got it, didn't really get that cold of the coils inside. The bottom part got nice and cold for what it's worth. It kind of works. Again, it was really a just a spare to have in the event that we have a power outage, and that's pretty much it. I could just throw it in the bedroom if we absolutely need it, if we're going to die and whatever, and it'd be better than nothing. In the dining room, because it's such a big area and this only being a 5,000 BTU, needless to say, it didn't do a hill of beans. Or, wait, did I say it? Yeah, it didn't do shit. Anyhow, that's pretty much the deal on these ACs. Basement window. Nothing to report about the window, actually, but sometimes what I'll do is I'll throw this old Vornado fan in there. It's got to be from the 50s. It still runs. It's beat to hell. And it does kind of stay outside, which isn't really that great for a vintage fan, but it works so well. There was a window fan that was that came with the house when I bought it. I have it up in the loft in the garage, and I've been meaning to pull that out. But I remembered that I also had a very small window air conditioner. It was actually interesting in its design, in that although with the fridge here, which isn't actually a fridge, that'll be the next little clip there, but it may fit in the window here, I'm not exactly certain. But what's nice about it is it's a very low profile, very small unit, 5,000 or 6,000 BTU, I don't remember. It's over at my dad's house. I gotta go dig it out and see if it still works anymore. But the back of it that comes out is not just your back of an air conditioner. It has the vents, you know, like any other one, but on the top back of it, it has a round fan. And that fan is actually wired in tandem with the compressor. So when the thermostat goes on or off, if the thermostat is not calling for cooling, it shuts not only the compressor but the outside fan. It's a separate motor the inside fan stays running for better circulation and that. And I was going to kind of do that because that chooches in at an angle, or if you chooch it in at an angle to, you know, it goes over to Jay's bar. So that way I don't have to run the big ream if we're just going to be down at the bar and whatever. Just for shits and giggles, just ideas I have and stuff like that. But I got to drag it over here and see if it even still works and if it's even going to fit.